Hey, welcome to our first ever podcast on this channel. I'm your host, Brad, and we have another person joining us today. His name is Koi.
Hello.
Yeah. So, maybe you've seen the title already. Today we'll be discussing about the movie Avatar 2: Way of the Water. Uh,
And
so
yeah, I just want to say it's probably one of the more overrated movies of this year. I'm just gonna lay it out there. It was
oh,
kind of a mid.
okay. But a little background first though, cause me and Koi had different experience. I went to a really weird cinema. We both watched it in 3Ds, but Koi got the better experience. I just want to ask, like, how was the experience in the other cinema, like the CGV one?
Well, to be honest, it wasn't that much of a difference between the two cinemas that we watched. The first one that I watched in CGV, I sat at the really far back, and I didn't bring my glasses, so obviously couldn't see a lot. But I think the 3D glasses
Oh,
Avatar, like at all. I think it was more distracting than anything. It was like a bit gimmicky. Like the 3D just wasn't there. And I
oh,
think I would have had a better experience just watching IMAX.
oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been seeing people on like Reddit subs and stuff. They've been saying the 3D is actually like the main key point of the movie, but I felt like the 3D was also really gimmicky. I don't know. It's just I think
Yeah.
both. Yeah.
It was like really blurry. Or maybe because the 3D that we watched was bad. Who knows? Actually, it could have been just us having a bad 3D experience.
Yeah.
But
Probably.
yeah, it
Okay.
it just made Avatar feel worse because Avatar is I feel like it's a lot more about the spectacle and the CGI as opposed to the story. And when that aspect of your viewing experience is like affected, then that makes your entire viewing experience becomes just worse overall.
Yeah. Yeah. You're. Yeah. I can see that. Wait. How was? Wait. Avatar 1 and Avatar 2. Like, did you see Avatar 1 in 3D? Do you remember anything about it?
I watched Avatar 1 when I was like 5. I have no idea. I was like super young, and I watched it like on Blu-ray, like at home.
Oh.
So yeah, I didn't remember too much about that, except for the fact that I found the CGI pretty freaking good. But like other than that, I didn't remember much to be honest. But I did rewatch it like as we uh as before the Avatar 2 came out, just for like a
Yeah.
refresher.
Yeah. I don't know. Avatar, Avatar 2, Avatar 1, I saw it in 3D, but it was like, back in the time where 3D was like really gimmicky. Like they made 3D TVs and all of that.
Yes, now it's just less gimmicky.
Yeah, it's just less gimmicky, yeah. And I
That's
saw it
good.
on like a at home TV. Like I didn't see 3D in cinema. I saw it in like a home TV 3D. So it was a
What? You
really
have a 3D at home cinema setup?
no,
What, man?
it was my uncle. Like yeah, his family's like kind of rich, So I got the experience, but I don't know. It was the 3D back then. It felt really cool because it was like actually something cool back in 2009. But like now it
Yeah, that
just
was like new technology.
yeah, now it just feels weird to see it in 3D. I also believe that if we got to see it in 2D, I think we have got a better experience in general.
Yeah, I would have rather gone to an IMAX watch it because I think IMAX right now is the way to go when you watch movies as opposed to 3D. It's just
Yeah,
you can't beat IMAX in terms of like the clarity.
true,
But then
true.
like yeah, I guess it depends on the person. So what do you think about like the storyline wise of Avatar 2?
Story. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I don't. Okay, one thing that stood out, like the one thing that I was super surprised. So like the movie was 3 hours long, and then when we got to, I think I gotta put this out, but I gotta spoil it. But the final fight,
Yes.
yeah, the whole sequence of 1 hour, I did not expect it to last for an hour. When I was sitting next to you in the cinema and you said an hour long, I was like, no way, it was an
Nah,
hour
man.
long, bro. Uh,
Yeah. I think the story during characters were just there, you know. They didn't have like a lot of impact on like the overall story. Like for example, like Spider and
oh,
the like the little kid Tuk Tuk and the Kiri. I think those three characters like they did not have like a profound impact on the story of this movie like specifically, and it's just like something that like kind of I feel kind of weird about because I know that they're there because like the sequels are gonna have like a focus on them, but then like in this movie they just sort of like existed, you know, like they did not have like a real purpose to
yeah,
drive the story forward.
yeah, dude. Okay, I'm surprised you even remember the name because okay, the only name I remember was Spider because that kid felt so like weird. I don't know, like like James Cameron didn't think through. Maybe they would put more screen time with Spider in the third, fourth, and fifth movie, but I don't know about the second one right now. Spider feels like an extra character.
Yeah,
Doesn't yeah.
I feel like the story wise, it was just like a pretty generic story. You know? Like they tried to make it like more. I would say like they tried to make it a little bit a little bit deep, like you know, like the themes of the movie. They try to like I see what they were going for, but then ultimately it just came off very generic. It was
Yeah.
just another, and so that makes yeah, and then but then the point of these Avatar movies is not really to make an interesting story. It's mostly to just, like have a visual experience. That's what I think. What do you?
Yeah. Dude, I feel like I feel like the movie in general, it feels like you know the when each of the company like software like 3D software company, they release like a new technology, like new updates for their software. So like if like you have Blender and you have like Nvidia and stuff with their graphic card, and whenever they release something new, they have like a showcase of like what their thing is capable of. And Avatar feels like that those showcase thing because it doesn't really have a plot, but the technology and the camera work and all the CGI is just so goddamn good, but the story is just I don't know, it's just there.
Yeah, no, but like I think that it was still a decent. Like I think it's not. This is not the movie that you're gonna remember when you're gonna like look back. When you're gonna look back at the Avatar, like as like the trilogy. Whenever like the rest of the movies comes out, this is not gonna be one that you. And I think that's sort of the intention because Avatar 2 came out like 10 years after the first Avatar. So this one feels like it's just to catch the audience back up and to sort of establish like the lore and establish like what is like going to be the future of Avatar. You know, it's like to set up the future movies. And so
Yeah.
this one felt like a little bit too much at times, like looking at the runtime and stuff like that. Or looking at like the cast of the characters, like this movie just felt like really, really, like
Yeah.
really. I don't know. It's like they put a lot of stuff into this movie that is not going to be used until like the future movies, like the rest of the sequel, the trilogy, or how many whatever they want to release.
Yeah, 5 movies actually. It's not even a trilogy anymore.
Damn,
Oh
five
my,
Avatar movies.
dude, I was so
Jeez.
surprised.
They're gonna make like the. Dude, they're gonna make like which version like the last Airbender, but like the Navi like Jake Sully, the last Airbender. It's like
Yeah.
the last time they were Earth and now they're water, and then the next one's gonna be like fire and wind, and then the last one's gonna be a lawsuit.
Yeah, for real. Oh my god. Bro, dude. Like when I walked out the cinema and you guys told me, like On told me uh there was 5 movies, like they're planning to make the third, the fourth, and the fifth one. I was like, there's no way they would actually do something like that. I thought it would be a trilogy, like Way of the Water and one more because we were left with an open ending. But I did not expect James Cameron to plan 5 more. I mean 3 more in the whole series. And oh, I don't know how could you even drag it on for that long. Like, what else are you gonna do? Because the story is like we've discussed. It's really shallow at best. Like I don't know what are you gonna develop.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like the upcoming movies are really going to have to be like something really special in order for people to be continually like being interested in it. You know, this one it was special in the sense that it was a sequel to a very popular movie in 2009, like the most popular movie actually. And so now, what are they gonna do the next movie and the movie after that in order to keep the audience interest? I felt like
Yeah.
this one, yeah, this one, it's yeah. If you look at it from a standalone movie perspective, then it's definitely not like one of the more interesting movies that have came out this year. I'd say.
Hmm. That is, yeah. I think I gotta agree with that. Like since we got so
Yeah,
many like amazing movies this year. Like I mean, not this year, 2022. This is 2023, but like last year, got so many
yeah.
amazing movies. Yeah. Oh my god, I don't know. Uh, you said it was really overrated. What do you think was the most overrated thing about Avatar 2?
I don't know. To be honest, it's um it's overrated in the sense that it's I think Avatar 2 was mostly a visual experience. Like if you look at it from like a storytelling perspective, then um it's definitely not like a captivating story that they told. I mean, it's still an interesting one. Like, don't get me wrong, but then like I feel like they included too many elements that they haven't used yet. Like they're like planning to set up for future movies, and I really don't like that because like if you look at movies like for example DC, they often this is reasons this is actually the reason why DC movies fail because they just focus too much on the world building and like to set up for the next movie that they often forget about the movie that they're currently making. And I feel like this movie also falls under this sort of umbrella, but not really because they didn't. It was still a pretty interesting story, but it's just that there were certain elements of the story that could have been taken away, or certain elements, certain characters that could have been removed. Like, and it still would not have made a difference on the story. Yeah, that's why I feel like uh, is a bit overrated because I don't know how much Avatar made in the box office. Let me just Google that really quickly. $1.5 billion. Uh, and it made more money than Top Gun apparently this year. And so, yeah, I feel like definitely Top Gun is something that I would definitely watch over Avatar. That's just how I feel.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, remind me of Top. Oh my God, Top Gun was Top Gun was just so much better in like every shape or form. Like it's not even just a story. Like Top Gun story might be a bit shallow, but but it set itself as like a movie that doesn't try to take the story too serious. Oh, Avatar feels like they try to, like you said, they try to make it the story deep and stuff, but it just falls short in that what they're trying to do. And yeah, I don't know. I was I really, even by today's standards though, I still gotta agree with you that the CGI was just really amazing. It's like eye candy, spectacular. Was
Yeah,
Yeah,
the process that they used to make the CGI as well was pretty impressive. They actually like filmed underwater for the scenes.
yeah. Like I saw uh oh, excuse me. I saw like they were putting their actors and everything underwater, and they were trying to extend the amount of time that people can stay underwater through like breathing exercise and stuff. Like it was they actually put in a lot of work, and yeah, it's I think it pays off really well through the whole visual and everything.
Yeah,
But
definitely. It's probably one of the most beautiful, sorry, one of the most beautiful movies I've ever watched, like ever. And now that you look back at the old Avatar movie, the first one, after watching this one, you realize that there's such a massive difference. Like,
oh, oh
yeah,
yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like uh, I was really surprised because I remember Avatar 1 was like the peak of CGI back then. Like I think it was peak for like 3 years, 3, 4 or 5 years even. Like even after the CGI made for Avatar 1, I don't think any movie after that really got the CGI to be as amazing as Avatar 1. And now when you see Avatar 2 and then you rewatch Avatar 1, holy, it was a massive diff. Like I saw a YouTube video comparison between I forgot the bad guy in the second movie where he was a Navi and he was trying to tame the flying beast, and it was also the same scene back in Avatar 1 with Sully also try to tame that beast. And when you have two things like with the exact same like scenario play out, like top and bottom, you compare them, it's like night and day difference. Like it's so much better in Avatar 2 with all the technology and stuff.
it's probably, yeah, I'm I'm super, and it's just to show that like movies like Marvel and DC, I think CGI, people give CGI like a lot of like shtick because like they have a bad impression of CGI because like Marvel movies and DC movies and like generally actually nowadays have a lot of CGI elements to them. And so people like often don't like that because they have this stigma that often in when it comes to movie making that practical effects are better than CGI. But then I think in this movie really shows that CGI does have a future. Like CGI is probably like CGI is definitely a lot better than what people have like assumed it to be. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like I don't know. I don't to be honest, I don't even wanna like talk about Marvel CGI after the Avengers movie and all that. Phase 4 has not been something that I enjoy watching, to be honest. After I've seen like half of Thor Love and Thunder. It's not just even the CGI, it's this whole story in general. I don't know what direction were they heading. And then Doctor Strange,
yeah,
Doctor Strange CGI was okay. It wasn't bad or anything, but like some scenes just fell off. Like I think they uh the problem with them is that they cannot maintain a consistency in their visual effects. Like some part looks really cool, but the other parts just feel like something that was made in like the 2000s. It was, I don't know, it just feels off.
No, definitely. It's because this Avatar has been in production since like 2012, I believe. But yeah, the definitely has been in production for a really long time. So I think that is why such great like CGI. It's just that people aren't pressured into like a deadline, and so that allows the artists to have like to be able to take care of their products. You know, to like look over the finer details and things, and to be able to churn out a product that is a lot more complete as compared to Marvel movies where they often have like deadline crunch. And there's like a lot of controversy with that right now about like how CGI artists are complaining that Marvel is making them work way too like way too much. And so that's why often Marvel movies have terrible CGI. And yeah, so it really makes you appreciate the amount of work and effort that goes into making a movie like this. Um, it probably, yeah. So just huge respect to all the people who worked behind the scenes to make a movie like this.
Yeah, holy. Yeah, you
Yeah,
brought up you brought up a really good point. I forgot the fact that Avatar 2 was in like the making for a really long time. So, yeah,
yeah,
that
it
yeah.
was.
s-
And
Yeah.
also their budget was huge, apparently.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
dude.
out of like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it was I think when James Cameron said like even at 1.5 billion, I don't think they made much of the profit back, like because the amount of budget was so large. I don't know how large the budget is. But let me check.
I think when they, I think it was like they needed 2 billion to make like to break even or to turn a profit or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
two
Like I
billion
heard,
USD.
yeah, like I remember it was really big. Oh yeah, yeah. Avatar 2 needs $2 billion to turn a profit. James Cameron. Oh my God. So, so even at 1.5
But I
right now,
think 2 billion. I think that number is like for the whole sequel.
oh, huh,
Is it? Is that it?
probably.
Because okay, let me search for the production budget. Right, like so the production cost is like 250 million. So I'm guessing that 2 billion is for 5 movies and like other costs like marketing and PR and stuff like that as well. So 2 billion for like the 4 movies,
Yeah,
which is still pretty crazy to think about because they need to make like $500 million each.
exactly. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a holy. That's a lot. Oh my God.
Yeah, the Way of the Water costs within 300 something million. Damn.
Damn.
Imagine, okay, imagine like the pressure that you're under to make this movie. Like, there's no way that like if you get $250 million to make the sequel to probably like one of the most iconic movies in like the 2000s, and then no pressure, kid. You're gonna poop your pants.
Yeah. Oh my God. I, wow.
Yeah,
Oh my
pretty
God.
crazy.
Man, damn.
Well, I feel like it's. I mean, this one made this. This one was a success for sure. They made. They were. How much money did they make? They
Uh,
made.
you, you said 1.5 billion earlier.
They made 1.5 billion. This.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made 1.5 billion. So that's
Yeah.
already pretty good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think it is
Because
really good. But
yeah,
yeah, but part of it, like, it feels like it lives off from the hype of the first movie. So I don't know if they
yeah,
could, yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So I don't know if they could keep like that track. to like the third, the fourth, and the fifth movie. Like,
Yeah, definitely. Because I feel like they gotta make the rest of the trilogy something unique, and not something that rides on the popularity of the previous movies. Because people are gonna be less and less interested in the movie as time goes on, and this IP as time goes on. So, like, what do you think is going? What do you think? How do you think James Cameron is going to take this series, like in the future?
yeah, dude. Okay, that's a really good question. I've actually have no idea. Problem was, when 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 I heard the name for no, not the name, but like the direction that James Cameron wants to take for Avatar 3, like Avatar 2 is Way of the Water, and the third one is about sky, fire people, fire Navi. I was like,
Really? The third one's gonna be about the fire now. For
yeah,
real?
they
Like
yeah, they
real?
said they said the third one will be about fire Navi.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
No
dude.
way.
Yeah, and they said it was that Fire Navi will disrupt the balance of Pandora. That's exactly Avatar, like the fucking
No
animated
way,
series,
dude.
bro.
Jake Sully, the last airbender. Holy.
Dude, for real. Like, whatever. I thought it was a joke, but I read through some articles and like I saw some of them also posted the same thing, so I assume that's the actual news. But I don't know. I don't know, man.
No way. I'm actually shook. Dude, why is no one talking about this? Oh, this is literally the last airbender or what?
Yeah. Okay, so
Oh,
I searched IGN posted 2 days ago. James Cameron Avatar 3 will feature Fire Navi, and then some article also said the same thing. Evil Fire Navi. That's
the
exactly,
evil fire Navi. The evil Navi. Oh my
bro.
god. Dude. So you think there's gonna be like a civil war? Or
Yeah,
like the water, like the sea Navi, and then the jungle Navi team up against like the fire Navi? You think that's like the direction they're gonna go?
yeah, probably. I think for the third movie, the the sergeant, the sergeant colonel, or I don't know, I forgot what rank he was, like the evil Navi dude. Probably he would join
Yeah.
for yeah, he would join group with the fire Navi, and they probably start a war or something. I think that's what James Cameron might take the Avatar series, I guess.
The Navi civil war. Yeah.
Bro.
But then like they're gonna side with Jake Sully or they're gonna side with the fire.
Yeah, that's the problem. I huh. Cause okay, so Way of the Water ended with the spider dude saved the evil Navi guy. So I don't know whether the third movie, the evil Navi guy will join Sully's side in order to like, make up for his mistakes, all that cliche stuff, or will he
Yeah.
actually join force? Yeah, I'm not sure.
What if Spider actually becomes evil in the next movie?
Okay, if that's the case, then I have no idea, man. Oh my god.
Dude, no, but for real though, if you think about it, like remember the scene when like they were on the ship and then the evil colonel guy was holding the kid hostage and then like out of nowhere like like Jake Sully's wife uh Natiri literally like grabbed Spider and then like was about to kill him. Like that is an evil moment. That's
Oh, oh yeah.
like my villain origin story. If that happened to me, you know, if that happened to me, bro, ain't no way, bro. I'm actually gonna fast track to become a super.
Oh yeah, dude. You wait, you reminded me about that part. I almost forgot about it. Yeah, holy. I think that might be like a turning point for Spider. Oh my god. But
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
could be pretty interesting if they explore that dynamic,
yeah. Talking
like
about
the
the
relationship between Neytiri and Spider.
yeah, oh my God, damn. Oh, but talking about the wife though, like the final scene
She
with
hot?
the wife just straight up like, oh my God, went on full rampage against the human side. Like, oh my God, holy that man, I don't know,
Yeah,
that's
probably because her kid got nicked, wasted by the
bro.
people. She went crazy though. She went
Yeah,
crazy on.
yeah. Oh my God, that whole like shot, the whole like scene where she just went on full rampage. Oh man, that was so cool. That
Yeah,
stuff was so cool. Yeah.
the action in this movie is really good.
Yeah, true,
Like,
true.
I love how like the CGI motion was super smooth. Like,
Yeah.
it feels like they're actually in the same frame with each other,
God.
like in the same space, I guess.
Yeah.
It feels super smooth. But that final fight though, that final boss fight, that was it was probably like a super cool. It was a super cool like 1 hour, but it was so long. Like I have no idea why they spent the last 1/3 of the movie just on one battle. It felt a little bit redundant.
Yeah, true, true. I gotta agree with that. Okay, when you talk about the final battle, one thing that was so goddamn weird was that the like like okay, so when you got to the final guy fighting on the ship and stuff, 2 minutes ago they were legit like a whole Navi army like against fighting against the human people. Where did they go during the last 20 minutes of the movie? Like nowhere to be seen.
Like the entire army.
Yeah, like the
Yeah. Wait.
yeah
Now that you talk about it, now that I realize too, like they were just all gone.
yeah like
Like
okay
what?
the
That's
yeah
so wait. Oh my god,
exactly.
they just all disappeared.
Exactly. Okay, the human side, there was a valid reason because they were escaping, so they were on like the lifeboat and stuff. But the Navi,
Yeah,
yeah, the Navi sea people, they just full on gone, like nowhere to be
they
found.
just they just left.
Yeah,
They just left.
my
Wait,
God.
ain't no way, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Wait, they just packed their bags and left.
oh my
But
God.
the dude, that entire sequence was like super unnecessarily long.
Yeah,
Like
true.
super. Like they could have made it a lot more concise. Like
Tr-
the part that made me like angry the most was when like Loak and Nateum, I think like the two brothers, like they were just freed, and then the little brother convinces them to go back inside the sinking ship just to rescue the human kid. Like that part made me maul a little because why would you do that? Like,
True.
come on, man. Like you're wasting your time. And then later on he gets killed. Which is like foreshadowed a little bit, but like still
Yeah, dude. Okay. Same.
like
Yeah. I also don't really like the little brother as much, but oh man, people might say it's like a story structure arc for the for the little brother. Like he never got the respect from his father, and then he went through all this whole emotional stuff, and then finally he decided to make a dumb choice, and they need to like James Cameron wants to make like he regrets his choice or something. But I don't know, it feels so extra and it feels so like I don't know. It feels weird. I don't know. I don't think he should have
uh
just. Yeah.
I'm going to disagree with you on that one because I feel like it is a necessary part to develop his character, you know, because I think Loak is like going to be like I think James Cameron plans on him being a very important character in the future, almost like as to replace Jake Sully in the future of this series. I think that's what he's gunning for, right? And
Mm,
so in this movie, I think he repeatedly makes a lot of mistakes. Like, um, first off, he almost gets his brother killed again in like the first 20 minutes of the story, which is like a little bit of foreshadowing. And then he makes like he befriends the whale thing, which is like against like the rogue whale, which like against like the sea village's like wishes or something. And so uh, and also he went hunting in the big sea. And so there were three occasions where he did not get like punished for his mistakes, or like there were no consequences to his actions. And so this time, like once again, he goes and does something reckless. And now this time there was consequences to his actions. In this case, like his brother dying. And so I think that's like an important moment for his character to develop, right? To be like that would be like a key moment in his story, in his story, in his character, to set up for the future of the series. But
Oh.
I hope like they keep the brother dead. Like I think if they brought him back, then it would be kind of cheap, you know.
Okay, he's dead for sure. I'm pretty damn sure he's dead. For real. There's no way they're bringing him back, man. Like, oh my
So
god.
if they do some sort of like Marvel comics kind of stuff, then I'd be so disappointed.
Yeah, same. I feel like the brother's death is like a good, like you said, a good like a motivational thing to push the guy forward, and also like leaves a massive like impact on the younger brother for him to like grow out of his mindset or something. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
So I hope he stays dead for sure. Oh my god. Please don't bring please don't bring the brother back.
It would be so cringe if they brought him back.
Yeah.
It would be so cringe
Oh my
because
god.
then it's literally like every single comic book ever.
Yeah. Oh my god. Now that you mention it, like I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid. Like at the end of the movie where he died, people say that Navis don't die or something, right? It's so. I hope
Yeah,
it. I
like they
hope it.
get they get bring back into like the A thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe. Oh.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh.
Stay dead, kid. That's all I
Oh.
gotta say.
Uh. Yeah. Man.
You know what I would do? Like if I was in charge of Avatar, I would
What?
make like a whole brand, like Avatar Land, like a theme park, and then I would also do like merchandising and toys, and then I'll like okay, and then I'll do like shady stuff, like Avatar porn. I think there's a lot of like there's a lot of potential if you like in this thing. Okay, hear me out. Okay, how do you
Okay.
think avatars even have sex? I've been wondering this like since the first movie when they had sex the first time. But then now that I think about it, like why do they bind the tails together? And do they
Okay.
have private parts?
Oh my god. Okay. I talked about this last night with someone in my university. Okay, so I did I didn't expect Avatar to like have a normal reproductive system. I thought they just do the tail thing. I mean the hair tail things, and then they have kids. But no, apparently I think they do. But and the question is, if they do, like, what works? Like, what's the tail things for? Is that like to connect emotion or what? I am not sure,
Yeah,
dude.
I was wondering about that because what's the point of connecting the tails if they have, you know, and then I think they do because if you look at their clothing, right, and how they wear their clothes, they have parts to cover up their privates. So I
Yeah.
think like avatars on a biological level, they do have like private parts. And so I think the tail is to like make it more satisfying.
Oh,
I
yeah,
I think
I remember after
uh,
the movie, you told me like, I don't know if you guys, I don't know, like anybody watch this, like you guys know about Cyberpunk, but there's a scene, like one of the scene where you do the stuff with Panam, which is one of the main lead female character of the story, and then they were on this tank, and there was like futuristic VR headset, and you put that on, and then you get to see and feel things from many angles. So Avatar, you told me the thing where if they do that, the connecting thing with the hair tail thing, they will like have more, a better time doing it.
yeah, but now that I think about it more, right? I've been spending a lot of my time recently thinking about this,
What the?
right?
Okay.
What?
No, no. I'm just surprised.
Right. Then I've spent a decent amount of thought recently just contemplating this. But then if you think about it, right, whenever like an avatar is like trying to ride an animal, like they stick their hair into it, like they make a connection, right? Like to fly, like the thing, they have to like stick their hair into the connection port, like a USB stick.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so I think when they are like putting their hairs together, it's like they are connected to each other, like psychologically, you know. It's like to make a pact, you know. And
Oh,
and in like the Navi culture, it's like you only get one mate for your entire life. And so yeah, I think
dang.
it's like when you pair their hairs together, they're like mating with each other. They're like imprinting themselves onto each other, and so they can only have sex with one another.
Oh my god.
That's what I think.
Okay. I I never thought about this stuff. I've never thought. I don't know why you. Oh my god. I'm surprised.
No, what do you mean? What do you mean, bro?
Oh,
You gotta think about every aspect of the movie, okay?
well, uh, it's a sci-fi alien movie. Like, how much do we know about aliens in general? Like, how am I supposed to know how Davi do their things, man?
You gotta think about it scientifically, right?
Yeah.
Be curious, man.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Sure. You provided me with some really cool information, not gonna lie, but I did not expect you to think so much about the movie.
Yeah, that's my job. Are you
Yeah,
doing
it's
your job?
bro. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. But yeah, I think that's one of the mystery where James Cameron still haven't hasn't
Yeah, I
given.
think they should explore it in depth next movie.
Yeah, true. I think I think that is something that I hope we get to learn more in the future.
Yeah, definitely,
Oh my god.
definitely.
Oh man.
I'm
Um.
boycotting the next one if it doesn't.
Okay. Okay. So, the next movie though, I don't know how they would do Fire Navi. Like, what did they even mean by Fire Navi? Like, do
I
those
think
people?
it's like related to maybe volcanoes.
Ah. Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
pretty.
maybe like
Ah.
I think like the name of the Navi clans are based on where they live, right? So like
Oh.
there's like the jungle Navi, and then there's like the seawater, like the sea Navi. And so this one, the fire one, like if you think about it as like then like as like someplace to live, then it'd probably be like a volcano. That's what I think.
Hmm. Wait, that's actually. Wait, yeah, I think you're probably right. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean it's
Damn.
just speculation. Or what if like they live? Yeah, I have no idea.
True.
I think it's pretty. I'm pretty sure it's a volcano or something like that.
Yeah, probably a volcano, not gonna lie. Oh, now you brought that up. Yeah, I think that's actually the case. And I don't know, like,
Yeah,
I don't know what, what makes them different from the rest. Like, I think that's one of the cool aspect that I hope I get to see in the next movie. But I'm really not sure the direction that James Cameron is trying to put Avatar into his, his whole Avatar world right now. Like, what? It's so weird.
I think it could be interesting. It's just the execution has to be good. Well, I think in terms of CGI, that we know what to expect of Avatar. It's going to be top notch, and so all that left is to tell a really interesting story, and that's all you gotta need to make a good Avatar. To be honest.
Yeah. Okay. I think. Okay. I think this podcast has been going on for pretty long. So, in order to wrap it up, I think we should just give it like a rank, a score, and we will also do many more score for other movies, and let's see which one will stay on top. So, I want to hear from your side first. How much would you give it out of 10?
Okay, my my certified pro rating of Avatar would be 6.5 out of 10.
Oh, 6.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
How about you?
damn. Okay. For me, oh, I'm okay. I don't I don't really know because I put other movies this year. It's a mixed bag. I mean last year for me. So I'm thinking between a 6.5 and 7. I'm not sure of which one because when I walked out the cinema, I think it's a 7 for sure. But now that I rethink about all the plot holes that they have, like how the final fight didn't have any, like the first 20 minutes there's a bunch of people, the last 20 minutes there's no one left. So that's one of the major thing that I just feel like it just ruined the experience once you rethink. So I'm not sure. I think a 6.5 for me. But yeah, it depends. I hope the next movie will be better. But yeah. It's
Okay,
been
the first movie in our certified ranking.
yeah, so both me and Koi put it a 6.5. So let's see what the next one would be.
What will be the next one? Find out on next episode. Like and
Oh,
subscribe. If we hit 10,000 likes, I'll do a face reveal.
okay.
Okay,
I well, thank you guys for tuning in to our podcast. See you guys on the next one. Have a good day.
goodbye.
Bye.